Hey everybody, it's Captain Kyle and I'm here with Reflector. Well, it's kind of Reflector. It is a knockoff of the original mail-away Reflector, which was also a Microchange, but I'm gonna unbox him, go through him, see if he's any good, see if he's right for your collection, and go from there. Be right back. All right, so the packaging looks very nice on this Reflector. I don't recall him coming in this packaging. From what I recall, he was in styrofoam inside a box that was kind of generic. I'm pretty sure I sent away for him because, you know, my Decepticons were woefully outmatched and outnumbered. So very cool homage. The box looks really good. Let's see how the figures are inside. Very nice box, but they can go over there. There they are in the styrofoam. We have Spectro, Viewfinder, and Spyglass. And they pretty much look very much like the originals. They come with sticker sheets, which I have not yet put on. They come with a decoder. They come with instructions and one rub sign. So we'll have to figure out who gets that. So as with a lot of the other knockoff reissues, having the rub sign, that's a big giveaway that this is in fact a reissue knockoff, not a real reissue. And I think these stickers are the factory stickers, which is nice that they included them, but them not being attached, another indicator that this is not a real Hasbro, Takara, genuine Transformer reissue. Here's the instructions. We'll put those aside and we'll take these guys out of the styrofoam. So unfortunately, there's no holes in the back to make it easy to take them out of the styrofoam, but we'll get them out somehow. So there we have them, Viewfinder, Spectro, and Spyglass. They do feel die-cast metal and they do knock over easily on my table. And they do come with their individual weapons. Now on the show, they didn't look like this. They all look the same. There's a much better representation in the Siege line when you have all those refractor robots. But still, these were a very cool set to get. They were, as I said, a mail away. Now I will say that when I was pulling out his arms, one came off. I could reattach it very easily, but that does not thrill me, having the arm come off. As far as the joints, they seem pretty standard, stiff, so they seem relatively good quality. But let's take a look at them individually, and we'll start out with Viewfinder. So his legs, the knee joint feels kind of loose, at least on the right leg. So that's kind of a minus. As I said, the arm came off earlier, but they do seem easy enough to put back on. And you know, he can hold his arm out, he can hold his gun out. The knees do seem to be weak. Posability on this guy, you can kind of make him kick forward. He's got some posability. It's a little stiff, but his legs actually have a decent amount of posability as far as going forward and back. No side kicks for this guy. So the upper legs are stiff. The knees, like I said, feel a little loose, but overall he's pretty decent. And if I look through him, it's blurry. Don't try to use it as a real camera. Now Spectro over here, the legs can go forward a little bit. Head doesn't turn. He's got a button on it. He can bend his knees and the arms can go back and forth. Pretty good range of motion there. You can, because of his transformation, kind of push his shoulders down a little bit. There's absolutely no waist articulation, but still a decent figure in Spectro. And then Spyglass here. Now with the gun, I had to kind of push it in pretty hard to get it to stay. But once it's in there, it's in there. Now, his legs go forward, so he can have a seat, wants to. He has reverse knees, so that's a syndrome. Oh, 1-800-REVERSE knees, and help someone with the reverse knee syndrome get the help they need. Arms, of course, go forward and back, and because of his transformation, he can spread his arms out like this. It looks a little weird. Cannot turn his head. But again, it's a G1 reissue knockoff. Can't expect too much. Now the other accessories it comes with is the flash and the lens, or additional lens, and missiles. These missiles, and I never used them as such when I had him the first time around as a real one, can go into the flash. That didn't sound right. Poor Flash. Barry, run! But can be pushed into the flash, supposedly, and launched. However, I'm gonna say the mechanism here, the missiles are a little too thick. So they're not gonna fit in there. So good thing I wasn't planning on using these for that anyway. But the missiles are included. You've got the flash, you've got that, lens, zoom. I'm gonna remove the weapons and we'll put him as camera and see how he is. Transforming it, the joints are a little stiff, but it is relatively new out of the package. And there he is as a camera. Again, I can look through and can't see shit. It's all blurry. But overall, he's Reflector. It's complete, it has all the stickers, maybe not on him yet. And the arm did come off Viewfinder, but again, it slides right back on. You just have to be a little careful. I don't imagine too many 4-year-olds are gonna be playing with this. I hope not. Overall good quality, and if you're like me and you're just gonna display it on a shelf, it works out well. A great homage to the original. You can put him next to the refractor that from Generation Selects that is in these original colors, kind of as a comparison. And yes, I will be putting the stickers on. I probably won't be decoding. As I said, the box is cool, but I never got this box with the original. The tech spec was on the instructions and it still is. So there is some authenticity for you. But there you go, very cool set. So Reflector here goes for about $54, $55 through AliExpress. Takes a little while to get here, but it's still a very neat knockoff reissue. I've proved fortunate with most of the reissues of that knockoff variety that I've gotten that they haven't been crap, though a few have had some issues. He seems in good shape. I would pick him up, $55. Usually it's free shipping. If you look for an original, you're talking 100 plus easy on eBay. And it might not be in as good a shape. And it may not even be complete. Stop the presses. Okay, so I hadn't actually fully transformed him when I first got him. Did it for the first time on video. And here's what I just found out. Taking him apart from camera mode, well, a little problem for Viewfinder. See, the little plastic stubs are actually inside the feet of his companions. Now, I have been trying to wiggle them out, and I might manage it. But I will caution, if you get these, I will definitely recommend that before you transform him, you use some type of adhesive, maybe an epoxy, to glue these plastic pieces onto the shoulders of Viewfinder here, or same thing might happen to you. So fair warning, still a great display piece, but that's an issue. If you transform it once and then try to separate him into his component robots, that could happen to you. Anyway, back to the video. So while you're deciding whether or not you need to add these 3 Decepticon spies to your evil army, check out some other videos over here. There's a subscribe button. You can hit that like, that would be awesome. Comment, share with friends, do all the YouTube stuff. We will see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.